And here we go.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to Mats and Monsters.
I'm Matt.
And I'm the monster.
Woo-wee.
Oh, we got people watching. Hey, it's Jenny. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny, who was instrumental in helping us set up the stream today because I was insufficient. We may have some people joining us in and out today. We'll see how that goes. But until then, what do we got ahead of us, Matt? Oh, wait. Hold on. We have someone. Are you with us, sir? Are you with us, Steven? I can hear him, but can you hear us? Dun, dun, dun.
Steven.
All right, some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. The reception on the elevator is a little tough, you know.
We're playing some elevator music, man.
Yeah. Hey, Tandan.
Yeah.
It's the elevator music that comes to mind every time. So we got in store for us here, Matt.
Oh,
Tell us
man.
what's going on.
I'm going to talk about some of our favorite wrestlers and their road to WrestleMania with Mania Madness that I've cooked up myself. But we'll be getting to those wrestlers a little bit later, and starting the kickoff of our commentary on M&M Wrestling.
Yeah, I'm excited about M&M Wrestling, man. I'm really excited about that. Speaking of wrestling and games, M&M Wrestling was created on WWE 2K23. We all know that 24 is coming out, like literally at the end of the month, pretty much. So we're excited about that, but it's going to take us some time to transfer a lot of the wrestlers and a lot of the things over to 24. But give us a little bit of a break on that one. But as soon as we can, we will obviously update that.
Oh, yes. We want to get this content out to you guys as fast as we possibly can.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. And I'm excited about 24 because I was telling Matt earlier, I noticed on the roster today, I was scrolling down. I said, okay, yeah, Cactus Jack is there. And then I saw Dude Love, and I'm like, wait. And I scroll down further, and there it is, fucking Mankind. And then, of course, in the management section is Mick Foley. So, like, literally all the faces of Foley in one game. Just knowing that there's that and Buried Alive matches and the expanded GM mode, I'm already sold on the whole game, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get that as soon as possible.
Yeah, we're fucking pre-ordering that shit, man.
especially with the pre-order bonuses being Dusty and old versions of Cody Rhodes, and we can't forget the superstar Billy Graham too.
Oh yeah, there's the whole the WrestleMania version of it comes with like a lot of greats too, man. Like all kinds of shit. I was looking at it earlier today. Again for the millionth time because I look at it every time there's an update. I swear I go back and look and read it all.
Oh yeah. Also, some releases about Post Malone being a DLC.
Yeah, I thought that was odd. I was like, okay, Post Malone, get you some, man.
Yeah.
Magic cards aren't enough. You got to get into some wrestling too.
See, the thing is that I think he's going to be one of the main producers on the music for the game. So they're like, you know what? We did it with Machine Gun Kelly. I think we can do it with Post Malone.
That's true. That is true. Oh, he pooped. He might come back. We'll see. But yeah, man, I'm definitely excited about this game. I feel like we're going to be putting in a lot of game hours on this one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We put a lot in the last two. The last two we put a lot of hours into, actually.
Oh yeah.
And we might do some Let's Plays on this one too, guys. We were talking about it. We think we're going to pop over to Twitch at some point when the game comes out. Until we can convert our whole federation over there, we're going to like play through like the career modes and the showcases and stuff like that over on Twitch because it just sounds like a fun time.
And especially with this showcase being the 40 years of WrestleMania, it's going to have some absolute bangers.
Oh, yeah. You might not see our faces on that one. I'm working on getting a capture card right now to make things a little easier than it was when I did the Spider-Man trial because that was just choppy and it was kind of a nightmare. So we're gonna just hardwire that PlayStation to the computer to make it easier. But you may not see our faces. We're working on that. We'll sort that out at some point. Or you might just see mine and hear Matt's like right now.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely get that sorted. But yeah, it looks like Steven was having some technical difficulties. He's going to back out and try and rejoin us a little bit later. So let's go ahead and get into the meat of this conversation, man.
All right. So the first person we have on this list is Cody Rhodes.
Explain the list so people at home know what the list is. We talked about it on the 24-hour show, but not everybody was there for that. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's try this one more time with Steven real quick.
Can you hear me?
Sir?
Yep.
Can you? All right. Now, sorry, the kid likes to play Roblox on the computer sometimes.
Oh, you're all right, man. You got to do something in the elevator. You know what I mean? Roblox, that'll do. But Matt's about to go through this whole list concept with us because he has this list prepared tonight. So go ahead, man.
All right. So with this list, we are embarking on an adventure with 3 men and 3 women that we believe have the highest chance on making their road to WrestleMania, which we are calling personally Mania Madness.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the three male wrestlers that we're going to be talking about here are Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and LA Knight.
Okay.
The 3 females will be Rhea Ripley, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. Basically, what this ensures is that each week, we'll be on our off time, making sure we know everything that's going on with the WWE, with all the superstars that are involved in it, and just give them the update, all the rivalries which are happening, who they will most likely be facing at WrestleMania. Some of these people might end up facing each other at WrestleMania.
Very cool, man. I dig this. Let's remind people real quick. We're gonna have people say your name and your favorite wrestler because it's just easier that way. That way, people at home can kind of get a reminder of who we are, and of course, we have a guest with us. So for me, I'm Dr. Raz T Slasher, and Mick Foley and all his faces are my favorite thing ever. Over to you, Matt.
I am Matt Propz, also known as Propz the Clown from Hell's Dungeon, and my favorite wrestler is Shawn Michaels.
All right, Steven, take it away, man.
All right, my name is Steven. I grew up in the 80s, so my favorite wrestler of all time is going to end up being Arn Anderson.
Fantastic choice. So I love me some Arn Anderson, man. Hell yeah.
I grew up in the Norfolk area, so like the Horsemen were huge back in the 80s.
Oh yeah, pretty much any Horseman but Rick I love personally. I've never been a Flair fan, man. I don't know why. I've just never been a Flair fan.
Norfolk, he can't get booed though.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is
I guess
true.
they're-
It's against the law there, man. You get arrested immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up working for Hair Arena. So, well, my family worked for Hair Arena in the 80s and early 90s. And then I worked Hair Arena from the mid 90s to the late 90s. So I was there for pretty much WWF when it was WWF, then a little bit when it was WWE, a lot of WCW, and the entire end of ECW. So, like, man, plus I was a professional wrestler myself for a time. So, Jesus, man, all the people I've met and the shows that I've seen, it's fucking nuts, man. It's life.
Yeah, man, we used to go like once a month, a couple times a month to the scope back in Norfolk when the NWA would come through. We never got WWF. We got like maybe 2 shows in the 80s, and I only got to go to one of them where it was supposed to be like Ultimate Warrior and Jake the Snake against Ted DiBiase and Akeem,
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
African Dream, but Jake no showed.
Oh yeah, that
So
happened a lot with Jake.
Oh
they
yeah.
put like Ultimate Warrior and against both of them as the right before intermission, and the main event ended up being of all things the Bushwhackers against the Bolsheviks.
Dude, I love me some Bushwhackers though, man. Fucking Bushwhackers and shit. I
Oh
think
yeah,
the weird.
the crowd went crazy still.
Oh yeah, I think the weirdest pay per view I ever saw was the Desert Storm one they did where the main match was Sergeant Slaughter versus Hulk Hogan, where Slaughter throws the fireworks in Hogan's eyes. I think
Yeah.
I was like 7th row or something like that on that one, man. It was nuts. It was such a weird pay per view though. It was weird.
Yeah. Weirdest one I would have had to been to was probably Starrcade in '91, I think, where they did Battle Bowl.
Yeah, I remember
At,
Battle Bowl.
and I went to World War III once in '96 when the Big Show or Giant won, and you couldn't see any. Like there was 60 guys in the ring, you didn't know what the hell was going on or
Oh
anything.
yeah, that was an insane. I remember I watched that one at home on TV. That one was fantastic, man.
Yeah, like it was great and exciting to be there because it's like our first pay-per-view and everything, but or not our first, but first one in a while, and just you couldn't see anything with 60 guys in the ring in
Yeah.
3 separate rings. You just couldn't figure out what was going on. Like halfway through the match, I'm like, well, where did Benoit and Sullivan go? Oh yeah, right at the beginning of the match, they were fighting through the crowd.
Oh, exactly. And that's why some pay per views are better on TV than they are in person.
Yeah.
For reasons like that, because you get the close ups of the cameras and everything on the big 3-ring circus, which is literally what that was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I still remember being. I think it was Armageddon where what's his name? Guy from Eminem got his nose broke.
Oh
Joey
yeah.
Mercury
Oh
got
gee.
his nose broke, and nobody in the crowd knew what happened. Like the match kept going, and eventually I'm like, where the hell did Joey Mercury go?
Well, what had happened was.
Yeah. We got home like, oh.
Nice. So let's pop up into that first male wrestler you have on that list, man.
All right. Cody Rhodes.
The American Nightmare.
We had some crazy stuff happen at that WrestleMania 40 teaser.
Dude, yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit because I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I've seen his part, but like I've seen I think only 3 or 4 clips of that so far.
So Rollins is talking like he wants to bring out the American Nightmare and have him declare who he wants to face at WrestleMania. And then you hear Roman Reigns head of the table theme just struck, and he starts marching out like he always does. Big bad boss, tribal chief.
Yeah.
And he starts talking like, "Oh, Cody's not here. He's doing a no show, and I'm gonna pick the main event." And then then out comes The Rock, and we're like, "Okay." The Rock's just doing his thing, trying to work the crowd,
Oh yeah.
and all
That's
you
what he
hear,
does best.
oh yeah, all you hear the whole time is, "We want Cody, we want Cody, we want Cody," and he's doing a spiel, and he ends up calling the whole crowd Cody crybabies. So what I'm thinking is that The Rock is turning heel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So he announces that it's going to be The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Right. Which we
And
know is bullshit.
yeah, Cody was not going for it. He starts storming on the stage.
Hell yeah.
He goes, "You think that you're on top of the mountain? Well, this isn't your decision to make. This is my decision. I won the Royal Rumble." So
Exactly.
he's just going off on him, and he said, "I've made my final decision, and it's you, Roman." So,
Nice.
so then they start getting into a scuffle, talking back and forth, and they start bringing up their families. Roman has the first rib about how his dad would not approve of what he's doing right now, and Cody goes back and he's like, "If your ancestors saw what you were doing right now, they would be ashamed of you." And then The Rock steps up right in front of Roman and slaps the absolute piss out of Cody.
Oh, geez, man. The Rock's got some hard slaps too, man. Like seriously.
And so then Seth Rollins is in the background this whole time. And right when that happens, he starts ganging up and he was starting to lunge at him and Cody were starting to lunge at The Rock and Roman.
Oh yeah.
So they had to shut down the press conference at the very end. And then there's a clip backstage of the Rock talking to Triple H. I mean, the Triple H talking at first is like, I forget what the with the shoot what the backstage personnel's name is, but she was talking to Triple H like, what just happened? Like he said, there's a lot of egos going on right now, and we just need to get this all solved. And then you see The Rock just start barging over to Triple H. He's like, you need to figure this shit out. You need to figure it out. I will slap him again. I'll slap him so hard he'll all his teeth out. And that's it for that.
I feel like there's some matches that H should be reminding Rock about.
Oh
And
yeah.
why he doesn't have the right to be storming up to him like that.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Like I don't know, I'm weirded out a little bit about the situation. One, I think TKO was pushing the Rock hard for the big one.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that was what was happening because I truly believe that the plan was, H's plan was, Reigns and Rhodes the whole time. But I also feel like Punk and Seth was going to be the push until the injury at Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
which would have been a brilliant match because of the animosity in real life, even between the two of those guys.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
What do you think, Steven?
Oh yeah, they were definitely going Rollins and Punk at WrestleMania because that's what WWE does good is they take these real life scenarios. I mean, what 2005 Edge and Matt Hardy. They take these
Yeah.
real life scenarios and they turn it into works. And one of the things WWE also does is look, don't be, act like adults, act professional.
Yeah.
Go out there, do the job, make some money, and let's go home. And put on a show for the fans. That's what it all comes down to. Put your egos aside and work for the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you hear a lot of stories in AEW, TNA, a lot of other feds. They talk about how chaotic, it is in the halls and backstage. And then on the other hand, you also hear all the wrestlers talk about how it's, since H has really locked things down, it's not really like that at WWE. Like there's a lot of, people like getting along, even people that don't necessarily like each other, people, working things out, and people just generally enjoying their time there. And I have to wonder if it's because of things like this. Like Triple H knows what it's like to be with people backstage. Like
Oh yeah.
he definitely knows. He definitely
yeah.
knows. And like the way they handle, things like this is getting the wrestlers to work together, getting people to work things out and work together. Like Steven said, be professional. It's why I think focus mostly on watching WWE, in all its incarnations, over other feds that are televised. Like I've still yet to actually watch a full episode or a pay-per-view of AEW anything. Nothing against AEW. There's a lot of fantastic people over there. It's just WWE is where I gravitate because it's what I grew up with, like mostly.
Yeah. Well,
And
I
then,
mean, the thing is too is, at least in my opinion, casual fans in general will focus on storylines, and they want to care about the people they're watching.
Yeah, and that's my
And
thing. Yeah,
that's one thing I think AEW lacks on, is making people care about the people who they're watching.
yeah,
And just like, everybody, that's what happened, when they thought it was going to be Rock and Roman, is everybody's like, no, we want Cody. We want to see Cody do this.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to see Rock and Roman, just not for WrestleMania.
Oh, 100%. Rock and Roman is the money match.
Oh yeah,
That's the match that's going to bring the most money in. That's the match that's going to bring the most eyes on the product and most fans in that don't normally watch WWE.
oh yeah,
But just Cody and Roman is the match people want to see
yeah,
at WrestleMania, and they want to see him, quote, finish the story. But in honesty, I don't think it's going to happen.
yeah. I mean, I'm divided on whether he's actually going to drop the belt to him or not.
I don't think he is. I think they really want to go after Hogan's record.
Yeah, I mean that's what
And,
they've been pushing for this whole time.
and then after that, they'll probably, if he drops it, I think it'll be at WrestleMania next year.
Right.
And I don't think they can finish the storyline until next year.
Like I get them wanting to go after the Hogan record to kind of wipe that record down. I get it.
Yeah.
Sure, modern times, have a different champ that's not Hogan. But at the same time, like there's beating a dead horse, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like the tribal storyline is the dead horse we've been beating for almost 2 years now.
and so the thing is, I believe that just like because what they've been doing recently with like Kofi winning the belt a few years back,
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan having that set up for a long time where he kept having to face trial and error and over, and he barely squeaked it into WrestleMania and then beat Randy Orton for the unified titles that year.
yeah,
I feel like Cody is over as much as those two guys were on their WrestleMania runs. So I believe he's definitely got a chance for sure.
Oh, I 100% want to see it. I want to see Cody win the belt at WrestleMania.
yeah.
But like I said, I think they really want to go after that Hogan record.
Oh yeah,
They're not going to catch up to Bruno. They're not going to catch up to a lot of these other guys that Bob Backlund, that held the title for 6-7 years.
yeah,
You're not going to drag it out that long, unfortunately.
yeah.
But you can at least go after one of the most recent records, one of the most memorable records, which is Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one's doable. Like the thing is, wrestling is different now than it was then. Back then, it was easy to have the same champ for all of eternity because that's what people wanted. That's what put butts in the seats. It's what made the money. It's what was expected. But there was also a limited talent if you really think about it, like contender wise back then. To now, just about everybody's a fucking star. If you're in the company, it's because you're a star. Period.
yeah. They only go for the big name guys now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, and the ones they don't go for, they do their best to make them themselves. LA Knight. I would have never guessed when he was in NWA or TNA that he'd be one of the top. Getting one of the loudest reactions at a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I know that that's somebody that Matt loves a lot, that he got me into. And the way he got me into him was like, hey, listen, I know you're not so sure about this guy, but check this out. And he was showing me that Paul Bearer, was managed him for a little bit. I was like, wait, what?
Hmm?
And I started looking into that a little bit and like looking into him a little bit more and paying more attention to him during his matches because I didn't know who the fuck he was until he came to WWE. And I went nuts over him, man. Like he's up there for me now for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's a local boy. He used to wrestle down in HWA, like Heartland, down in Fairfield and that. I believe he's one of the guys that like Cody Hawk trained down here,
Nice.
and Les Thatcher trained. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't know anything about him until he got to TNA. And in TNA, he kind of bored me, in all honesty. I didn't care for him in TNA, but at the time, it was when TNA was kind of still in that phase where, it's I like AEW. I can't get through 5 minutes of the show. I couldn't get through 5 minutes of the show because it's just like it's just boring. And
TNA, I'm going to say this: as much as I love the Outsiders, Nash and Hall, they're like the Outsiders is one of my favorite tag teams of all time. TNA feels like where WCW left off, where Bischoff just didn't give a shit and he was fucking people over and letting Nash pretty much do what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's what all of TNA felt like, even if in its heyday. That's what it felt like to me.
Well, yeah, because I mean, Dixie Carter had that definitely when she was running the company. She still had that feeling, of I'm the boss, and like she even had a there was like a video of her having a meeting when like the night Hogan was coming in of basically her telling the crowd, the talent, if you criticize the company, you're criticizing me, and I just can't have that.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Mhm.
we have to be able to tell you, hey, this sounds stupid. This
Yeah.
sounds ridiculous. Why we're doing this,
Yep.
or why we're doing that. Sure, Hogan and Bischoff are coming in. They're gonna make that. They're gonna pop a rating, but they're not. After a couple of weeks, it's oh wait, I remember this. This is what I was watching in 2000 with Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
doing the same stuff they were doing 10 years ago.
And it was literally exactly the same stuff. And then, the whole company basically folded. TNA folded. It straight up just pretty much folded. And then there was the fake sell where Dixie was trying to sell it to Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins, and she completely fucked him over and he sued her.
Yeah.
And of course, now he's got his own Fed, so that works out still for him in the long run. But
One of the dumbest things that I feel that TNA did was take one of their created wrestlers from their game and made him an actual wrestler. You remember the guy named Suicide? He came out in this blue costume with a big M on him.
I do remember that, yeah.
A created character from a TNA game. Like, come on, man.
Hey, Tom Dog.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Oh, what's going on?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad. Yeah, I agree. But TNA, like, I miss when they still had the 5-sided ring. I thought that was really cool. It was different.
It was innovative.
Yeah.
Hogan killed that, but at the same time, apparently the wrestlers said it was a lot harder to bump in.
Oh,
than it
yeah.
was in a regular ring, and a lot harder to work in and that.
It
But
had to have
honestly,
been.
funny story about Suicide. My brother and I went down to Florida. We were going to Universal Studios, and we decided to hang out and go to the TNA pay-per-view that was going, and we got on the list for the VIP, quote VIP, which basically means you got to go in first
Yeah.
for an Impact the next night, and we were actually in the building when Suicide debuted against the Motor City Machine Guns. And when they started talking about it, they didn't say who it was or anything, but the word homicide come on. I'm like, oh shit, here comes Sabu. No, it's some
Right?
random guy in a red costume, and I was like, who the hell is this?
Oh, man. That is fucking wild. But I mean, Cody Rhodes though, like I think he's got a shot. If anybody's got a shot, it's him at this point in time. Whether they give him the belt, I don't know, but I'm sure is fucking excited to see how this is going to pan out between now and then.
Cody's got to finish that story.
Yeah.
We can't forget that Damien also has that Money in the Bank still.
Yeah.
We could see another robbery at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Yep.
we could
Yeah.
easily see a robbery. Yeah.
Actually, I think from what's going on, and this is a rumor, and this is exclusive on here because I would have said this on my show on Saturday, because they got the Elimination Chamber coming up this Saturday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Money in the Bank. Dang it, I forgot his name. He's one of my favorites too. So I think it's gonna get cashed in at Elimination Chamber. Because Seth Rollins is working with an injury, and
That's true.
that's why you haven't seen him. That's why you haven't seen him at wrestling that much. He's been pretty much cutting promos. He suffered an injury not too long ago. I think it was at Royal Rumble. Even before that, I think, and I thought it was when he went against Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah.
So he's still working on that injury. We don't know the extent of his full injury, but Ryback Skip Sheffield Ryback.
Yeah.
Went to did a video on TikTok and was quite concerned about Seth Rollins' injury, and what he was saying is actually pretty true. We don't know the full extent of an injury. If it's like either like a category 2 or 3, he's going to be dropping the belt.
Yeah.
So that's probably what's going to happen. He's probably going to drop the belt, and either it may be up for grabs at the Elimination Chamber. If not, you can be rest assured that he's going to go. Damian Priest. There it is.
Yeah.
Damian Priest is going to cash in the briefcase, either at Elimination Chamber, but if not at Elimination Chamber, definitely before before WrestleMania. That's my prediction.
Makes sense. Makes
Solid.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you look at everything too, I mean, it almost seems like they're trying to push for Punk to come back early too.
They are.
So
They
maybe
definitely seem
for
to
like McIntyre, because it almost seems like they're pushing for McIntyre Punk at WrestleMania, because all the shots that McIntyre keeps taking at him, the shirt and all that stuff. Punk, like he's mentioning Punk every show anymore.
The downside of that is, though, do you want to bring him back just to get him injured again? I love Drew, but like he's an injury machine, man.
Well, no, I mean, and not only that, Punk is like 40, is my age. He's like 46, 47 years old.
Right.
He's gonna keep getting injured. It's gonna happen,
Yeah.
At that age,
true.
he's still not in the best shape in the world either.
Yeah.
But he still has, but CM Punk still has that brace, because you saw it in Las Vegas when they did that press conference or lack thereof.
Yeah.
But it was still a good hour promo shoot, which brought back so many memories of when I was doing my shows on cable access, and that stuff that they did on stage really brought back fond memories of me of the promos that they were cutting that night, and it was pretty good. So
and say what you want about Punk, professionally or personally, but he's the only professional wrestler to have ever visited Hell's Dungeon. So for that, I thank him.
Yeah. So I'm sure CM Punk will be giving out an update real soon on how well he's healing.
Yeah.
And so we shall see. What I think he's rumored to show up on the panel at Elimination Chamber, but it's only a rumor. We don't know for sure, because he's still being active, and and everything like that. As long as the camera's on him, doesn't have to cut any promos in the ring or anything like that. Keep him far away from the ring as possible. I think it's a good move for him, just to be on that panel. If they're going to do that kickoff show, and include him in it, just temporary until, excuse me, oh boy, until he, until he's officially healed. So we shall see.
So Matt, what's your next name, man?
We still have a little bit of Cody news, but I can.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead with the rest of the Cody news.
Dry. So he came out about 2 weeks ago. He helped Jey Uso when he was getting attacked. From, I think it was Judgment Day or someone else. I don't fully remember. And not too far along, Seth Rollins declared that he's the Shield for Cody Rhodes on his road to WrestleMania.
Interesting. That's an interesting comment there specifically.
Oh yeah. And that's about all the Seth Rollins news we have too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hell, you combine 2 in 1 there, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nice. So next,
L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
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 We talked a little bit about him earlier, but what's going on with LA Knight right now, man?
Oh, he's just winning matches to make sure that he declares for the chamber.
Oh yeah.
He's my favorite to win the chamber. Hopefully,
Who's all in the chamber? Do we know? 'Cause I don't know.
LA
I'd be
Knight, Drew
surprised.
McIntyre, Randy Orton,
Bobby
the
Lashley.
the US champion, you know who. He's the bane of my existence.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley and Dominic Mysterio.
No, Kevin Owens beat him.
Oh, Kevin Owens, yeah.
Oh, thank God! I
That's right.
can't stand that.
Yeah. Nah, but he I like it because of the fact that he's right there where he needs to be. Giving out the heel heat and everything like that.
Oh yeah, as a
And,
person, I like him. Just his gimmick is such a joke.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I love it's going to be really difficult for him to turn babyface after first betraying his father and then putting in a holding cell for 24 hours.
Yeah, that whole and
And
the
he said,
teardrop tattoo.
I just like Dominic Mysterio because he said, "Oh, I was in jail." It's like, dude, you were in a holding cell for 24 hours.
Miz has got to be happy though because there's a bigger joke than him in the WWE now.
Yes. It's kind of sad. I like the Miz. I really do. I like the
him as
Miz
a person quite a bit.
And he's a good wrestler. It's just the fact that I just want to see him win one more.
Yeah.
Win one more. That's all I need to do.
Him and R-Truth are ramping it up.
Oh yes, and I like the Miz Truth.
Awesome Truth.
Awesome Truth. Yes, thank you.
And this whole DX thing that happened recently.
Oh, that was funny. That was, I just love R-Truth. I like what they give him and everything like that. It's hilarious, and he just brings he brings that enjoyment every time the camera's on him.
Do you remember when Pokemon was first getting big and him and Goldust stumbled into a ring during a match and ruined the match, like trying to catch a Pokemon in the ring? That was
I
was
did
one
not
of the most
see that,
epic.
but I could see him doing something like that. You know what? They need to bring back the 24 belt.
Yeah, that would be nice.
They need to bring that back because he made that he made that belt mean something.
Oh yeah.
And
it meant fun. That's what it meant.
Yeah.
Hilarity and fun.
Yeah, and just like the name, they took the F out,
Yeah.
They did, man. They took that F, and that F stood for fun. And it was a bad move.
But really based on this list in the Elimination Chamber, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna vote for LA Knight on this one too, man. I think he's been around the company long enough. He's got a good pedigree about him. He's over, I think, pretty decently.
I still think they're going with AJ Styles against LA Knight at WrestleMania, honestly.
AJ, LA, going after the initials on this one.
Yeah, I think that's what the plan is. I think honestly, if I have to pick one, it's going to be Drew.
Yeah,
it's always a solid choice.
Yeah, Drew's a great wrestler, man. Injury machine, like I said, but he's a great wrestler. Yeah. I enjoy the shit out of. I like when he's obviously when he gets shit faced right after he wins a match and sings with everybody in the audience. Those are some great moments.
Those are great,
especially when it's not supposed to be on television and it's just supposed to be just for the crowd and then he's like, oh shit, am I still on camera?
Are we rolling?
Exactly.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, man.
I am going with. I know the last two is going to be. I think the last two. My prediction is the last two is going to be Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good seeing those two. And I think Randy's going to win it one more time. Get that main event picture going on one more time.
There's so many people that deserve either their first official real win. People that have been around, people that are newer, or people that deserve to get it one more time. And it's so hard to pick at this point in time because some of these wrestlers only have so much time left in them, man. Like, I mean, R-Truth has been around for an eternity and has never truly had a shot.
Yeah. I know one person who doesn't deserve it, and that is Logan Paul. So he does not deserve to be, Yeah, and if he win, let's say if this ever happens, which I highly doubt that's ever going to happen because he's a celebrity, unfortunately. if he wins wins the title, it's going to be another PR nightmare. Because back in World Championship Wrestling, they made the single most biggest mistake of putting the celebrity as a world champion. And that, of course, everybody knows who that is, and that's David
Arquette.
David Arquette.
That was fun
And
though, and that tied into that amazing fucking movie that I still love to this day. Ready
yeah,
to Rumble.
Yeah.
but I saw the ratings that night. The ratings were so low that it was the lowest rated episode of Nitro in the history of their. They were doing bad financially, and we could see it when David Arquette, and it was more clear when David Arquette won that belt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was a history of that though. They had David Arquette. They brought in ICP for a while. Even WWE got ICP there for a while and had him doing the oddities. So I mean, there's a history.
Nobody, but in WWE, and there was a lot of people that didn't like ICP.
Yeah.
They didn't take them seriously. They really didn't. And Luna Vachon, rest in peace, actually did a shoot interview about ICP,
Yeah.
and she hates their guts.
Yeah, she did.
It's like, but it's fun watching that shoot interview though. It was hilarious. But ICP got their own thing and everything. They got their
Juggalo
wrestling league, and they're doing pretty well for themselves. And hey, more power to them. They got the Juggalos and everything, and they're made men.
The thing about them that I find interesting, and why I was a Juggalo for a very brief amount of time earlier on in my youth. Not afraid to admit it. But one of the reasons why is I was a big wrestling fan, but I didn't watch a lot of back then. You couldn't really get to see in the Japanese the hardcore stuff unless you knew a guy that had a VHS that you could get a copy of, or so on and so forth. Right? It was hard. But ICP started doing this thing where they took a bunch of those matches and started producing their own VHS tapes that you could buy in the States. And so the first matches like that, of that type, that I got to see were from the ICP videos where they used to do this. And that's how I found out who the fuck Mick Foley was. The very first Mick Foley match. It was him and Chainsaw Charlie. Like, they were doing a match, the tag team match together in Japan, and I saw it, and like I said, I'd been a wrestling fan, but when I saw Mick for the first time, that's when I decided I wanted to be a wrestler, and like changed a lot in my life and went after it. Like, it was because of ICP. It was this weird, random thing that they were my introduction to Mick Foley.
Yeah, it was one of the weird things that they'd also put their own like commentary on those VHSs, and
yes,
it would be hilarious. Like, that's the first time I ever watched, the Mick Foley, Terry Funk, hardcore stuff from Japan.
Yep.
Was watching those VHS tape that a guy worked with lent me, and he's like, "You haven't seen this stuff?"
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, dude, there's this guy named Jun Kasai on here who's fucking crazy."
And the one big heavy guy they kept calling Ponderosa for some reason.
Yeah.
It must have been the same VHS that we both watched, man. I got it from a friend of mine that I worked a haunted attraction with at the time.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was gonna say too. Is when it comes to ICP, I think if you work in the haunt industry at all, you have to at least listen to a couple of their songs. Like,
oh, dude,
it's
in my
inevitable.
early career, I did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I did Leatherface, and I did Michael Myers a lot in my first 6 years on a haunted trail. But there was one whole year we renovated an entire section of the trail out to an ICP kind of throwback. It was a fucked up carnival, and I did Violent J for like a whole season. When that was my clown year.
There you go.
Yeah. I remember the hayride I worked for, like before the show started, we had these giant speakers in our tunnel. We had this long barn that we called the tunnel. And we had these giant speakers that we would just blare music on before the show started. And half the time it was like ICP, Cradle of Filth, all this other death metal, heavy metal stuff. And then they like throw in ICP, Boogie Woogie, we call it Boogie Woogie Woo, and
House of Horrors
stuff like that. And And it was great. Like I said, I still like a couple of their songs. My brother would be the one to be the Juggalo.
Yep. I
Like my
was a
brother
big fan
was.
of theirs all the way up until from their start with the Disney label, because people forget that they were with the Disney label when they started.
I remember that.
All the way up into the one that made me stop was probably Amazing Jekyll Brothers. That was the album that I was like, I think I'm done, and I took the face paint off, and I was done.
I remember when they were with Disney only because they made the news made a big deal that Disney kicked them off the label,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that to me that's what started really their rise to fandom. It was like, oh, Disney hates these guys, we gotta check these guys
Oh
out
yeah.
now.
But wrestling and haunts, they really do go hand in hand, which is it's a really cool thing because I've never worked at a haunt ever that didn't at least have a handful of wrestlers, or either current or retired wrestlers that
Yeah.
worked there. I've never worked at one that didn't have it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like it's what I've said before. Horror movies, wrestling, haunted houses. They all three go together. They all go together and just mix so well.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's horror movies out there with wrestlers in them that are great. There's bad ones too, but
of course.
you
But
know,
I think fandom wise though, those are the three fandoms that are the most open and like caring and just good communities.
oh yeah.
So do we got anything else for LA Knight?
Besides what he did on, I think it was Friday, him just talking to Drew in a promo, just saying that he's going to beat him and stuff like that. Nothing else.
Yeah, they got a match coming up on Friday on SmackDown.
Nice. So does that take us to the female wrestlers?
Yes, it does.
All right, let's get going.
We got to talk about the most influential woman in wrestling right now, Rhea Ripley,
Oh yeah.
and the huge feud that she's in with Nia Jax right now.
Oh, that is going to be a good match. And she's going to, and that match is going to happen on this Saturday in Australia, Rhea Ripley's home turf.
I would be surprised if she drops the belt, man. She's on too much of a hot streak right now, and if they drop it, they're just dropping the ball.
Nah, I don't want to see her dropping the belt there. She may. I think she's going to drop the belt at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to win that women's elimination chamber is deserving to have a match with Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah, and she's top dog out of almost all the wrestlers right now. Like, you have to stand up to her standards.
She's the only thing mostly, honestly, that's decent about Judgment Day. I mean, I like Damian Priest. Like, Damian Priest is great. He's a great wrestler, but Rhea is pretty much Judgment Day at this point. I think Finn kind of fell off, and JD McDonough is he's their token joke. And Dominic, you already know how I feel about Dominic. Like, the second Edge was no longer in Judgment Day was the second, in my opinion, that Judgment Day died. He's what made Judgment Day for me.
Yeah.
And see, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I've enjoyed Judgment Day to a point. Dominic gets one of the loudest reactions when he comes out.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious, It's one of those things where we're gonna boo the hell out of you so you can't talk.
Right.
We don't want to hear you, But Rhea is carrying that group 100%. I mean,
I want to like them. I really do want to like, because I love stables. I have a history of loving fucking stables.
Yeah.
But like, they started off so strong, man. And then they kind of went towards the DX, like jokey haha kind of thing a little bit, but they didn't do it well. The writing for it is what pissed me off, and it's the writing for Judgment Day that I don't like.
Well, and I think that's going to start changing once, because Damian, like, I know the rumor has been for a while now that they're going to like break off Damian Priest from the group, which I think would help him a lot because he needs to go out there and be that monster, bad monster heel, that just goes out, beats the crap out of someone, and just walks away like nothing happened.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's 100% a star in the making. But right now, Rhea's the name in that group.
She is.
Yeah, she's pretty much the anchor of that group, and without Rhea, that's it. Judgment Day pretty much sucks right now. Would suck without Rhea. I agree. She's a bona fide leader, and like Raz, I am a huge stable fan. ever since, whenever there's a stable, the Bobby Heenan family, the
Yeah.
going back all the way then, the New World Order, the D-Generation X, the Evolution, the Four Horsemen.
There's been so many good ones out there, and we haven't.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've had LWO was great there for a bit, but the
Yes.
rebirth of LWO, I was a big fan of there for a bit. But
Yeah.
we have so many wrestlers in the WWE. Let's do some real faction war style stuff. Like let's get a bunch of factions forming right now and let them go at
Yeah.
it to see who really dominates. Like right now the best we have are Judgment Day and the Tribe. That's kind of really honestly the big ones right now.
And the bloodline was a good
Thank you.
good stable,
And it's broken
now they're lost with one member of Jey Uso.
Yeah.
They
and Damage Control is all but different now.
they rebranded it. It's basically all Japan women, and I love it, and I absolutely love it. And I love all those women that I saw their matches in Japan. They were outstanding. They still are outstanding. I love Asuka. I like the image that she's doing now, where she she does the spraying mist, paying homage to the Great Muta. I love it. Anybody who sprays that mist, I just love that spot.
For me, any woman that can wear a trash can and jump off a cage onto a whole group of people has my heart for life.
Awesome. that was so friggin'
That
awesome.
Wolverine's match was better than the men's one by far.
It was. Yeah. Oh my god, it was, man.
Absolutely. And
she just pulled a Spike Dudley, and it was brilliant.
Mm-hmm. and that's what and they keep chanting EC Dub.
Yep. You got to, Pat. You got to. So, we got anything else for Rhea?
Oh, well, they're trying to do this whole thing with Becky right now, and she's kind of in a stalemate against Rhea and Nia.
Yeah.
But leading into the other conversation of the next person we have, Bayley, and we were just talking about Damage Control.
Yep.
Yeah.
I on I think it was Raw this past week, Dakota Kai is straight up begging Bayley for forgiveness and just everything, just to have somebody to latch onto, and Bayley's on her own now.
Yeah.
She was pushing that off. She was like, no, you just absolutely destroyed my trust with you. Like, why am I gonna trust you again this soon?
I think we're going to see that trust. She has, Dakota has to do something to build that trust.
Definitely.
In there, she has to build that trust in order so that the two of them can be on the same page, so that they can go after the tag belts against Damage Control. Against Kabuki Warriors. That'll be a good match. That'll be a good match.
That'll be a great match.
I want to see Bayley go back to a face again. Bayley is a heel. I don't know, man. It was all right. I didn't love the writing for her as a heel. It was okay. It was a big shock at first, and then the shock wore off within an appearance or two, and I was just kind of done with it.
Yeah, Bayley, to me, Bayley as a heel, she was basically, it grew on me.
Oh yeah.
And because I missed the whackable inflatable arm flailing tube men when she was when she was the baby face, and all about hug life and everything like that. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to see that again, but if we do, it'll probably be just like a one-off thing. But I like where Bayley is now. She it made her into a heel to give out to that hug gimmick. So this will just make her more into a badass now that she's back to being a babyface without having to do that hug life thing.
Yeah. Like a more grown-up version.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When she first turned heel and she was doing that Karen style gimmick, and she was just annoying the piss out of Michael Cole on a weekly basis. It was
that
funny.
shit was funny though.
It was hilarious. But also, as much as, and I'll be the first to admit, I am not a fan of Sasha Banks.
Me either,
But
actually.
without Sasha, honestly, Bailey has nothing to play off of. And I think that's where Bailey is the strongest, when she has someone to play off of.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Sasha Banks is going to AEW.
Yeah, I still
They can have her.
Yeah, I mean, when you sit there, when
Yeah.
you sit there and you want like $3 million a year, and want more money than these women who have been there the whole time, didn't walk out on their contract, which I
Yeah.
know I'm probably gonna make a lot of people mad on that one. It's like, dude, you walked out.
I mean, regardless
Yeah.
of what was going on, and it was
Yeah.
shitty. Yeah, she did still walk out.
Like, you walked
Yeah.
out, but you still want to come back and you want to make more than Charlotte Flair, who has proven herself to be, a moneymaker,
And also an
Yeah.
injury machine.
more than, Becky Lynch, who's again proven herself to be, a moneymaker, a star, and everything like that. Would you come back and demand what, $3 million because you were on a couple of episodes of The Mandalorian for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. I haven't seen that last season, so I can't really tell you.
It was good, but I mean, her
Yeah.
role in it was anyone could have done it, and it didn't matter who
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she was a pivotal character or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
She hardly had any speaking lines too.
Yeah, it was more of an extended cameo, I would say,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah. Well, like even in the first season, her biggest moment is she got into a fight with Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That's really it. But
Yeah.
Bailey needs somebody to play off of, to
Yeah.
make her, to bring the best out of her. And I think Io will give her a good match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This is one of those matches that I can't call. I couldn't call you, right? I couldn't call who's going to win, because I can see Bailey winning to give her that big win at WrestleMania. Because I think a lot of people also got to remember, she's in her 30s,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
mid to upper
Yeah.
30s. She won't be she's not going to be around much longer. For maybe about 5 or 6 more years.
Yeah.
Depending, on what how she feels and what she wants to do with her life. But Io is also one of your future stars, and she's also like in her 30s, I
Yeah.
believe, too. But she's one of your future stars, and is probably one of the best working wrestlers on the roster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one. Yeah, she really is.
So keeping
She's
the
a
belt on
badass.
her and giving her that big win at WrestleMania would benefit her
Yeah.
like immensely. But at the same time, so you got to ask yourself: do they want to, give Io the big win at WrestleMania, or do they want to give Bailey her possibly one chance?
I feel like the women's division got so messed up because of Ronda Rousey. If I'm being completely honest, they did such a big push
Yeah.
for her,
Yeah.
and so many storylines got axed and screwed up because to make room for her to just leave. And
Yeah.
had she not have come, I think the women's division would be in a better position right now than it is.
Yeah, and Rhonda, and also with Rhonda talking that trash on social media the way she did, when she came back, she did not receive a really good welcome.
No.
Which is what I was gonna say is, at some point the WWE upper brass need to go, hey Rhonda, shut the hell up. You can't you can't keep going out there and saying, hey, wrestling's fake.
Well, at this point in time, it's TKO upper brass that can be like, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, you can sit there and say, everybody knows wrestling is staged, or however you want to call it.
Yeah.
But one of the things that makes wrestling so great is when you put that,
Yeah.
that disbelief, like, hey, well, maybe this could be.
Yeah.
That stuff, and that's what I think what was so great about that press conference is you're like, wow, this kind of seems a little real.
Yeah.
What I'll tell people about this, as a retired wrestler myself, yeah, a lot of things are staged. Most things are staged.
Yeah.
But the pain is not staged. It still hurts. The performance is still a performance. It's a live performance that you're having to do while you're in pain in front of all these people. Like doing a performance like at a haunt or even a stage acting where your body is not on the line is different than trying to perform and do it well when your body is on the line. It's distracting. You make more mistakes physically when you're doing a performance.
Yeah.
And it leads to a lot of pain. And there's also a lot of improv because when people do get injured, the endings of the match that you've been, counting on and working on and planning out is fucked. And if you aren't good enough at improv to jump up, do what needs to be done and handle it, there goes your whole match. And there is a big ding to your career along with it.
Oh yeah,
And
there's a video online on when Rockstar was still going on down in Dayton on 3rd Street.
Yeah.
I was at a match where it was Dave Christ versus Sammy Callahan, and in the match, like Dave Christ kicks Sammy. Sammy comes over the rail, and basically puts me through a chair. Like
Yeah.
we basically crushed the chair I'm sitting in. By the way, not one member of security comes over and checks on me, but they're checking on Jennifer. Like, they're, oh, you
yeah,
okay? Are you okay? It's like, no, I'm on the freaking ground. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. And the first thing Sammy did when he was down laying on top of me is going, hey, you got to move.
I'm
I don't know
trying,
if
but you're on top of me.
Yeah, it's like I'd love to move, but there's a 200-pound man on top of me right now.
Oh yeah, man.
But yeah, like I watch these guys get hurt on a regular basis and that, and I, I've taken a couple of. I've never wrestled, but I've taken a couple of bumps in a ring, and yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
yeah,
Even when you know it's coming and you know where you're landing, everything's ready
exactly.
to go. It still fucking hurts, man.
All I have to say to the people that call wrestling using the F word is, how about you get pushed off a 20-foot ladder?
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what ended my career.
Run off this huge cell onto an announce table like McFoley. Tell me how it feels afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. There's a
But when
famous saying.
when anybody calls wrestling fake, I mean, we all know that it's staged and everything like that. But when they openly call out on it, even when a wrestler says it, saying that, oh, this is staged and everything like that, it exposes the illusion, of the art of the style.
Yeah,
It's like the cell phone that goes off during the live performance, or when someone's going through a haunt, and they answer a telephone, call. It's like there's people around you that are paying attention, that are enjoying this magic, and here you are being a douchebag and trying to ruin it for everyone. So why don't you just get the fuck out and shut the fuck up?
Yeah,
and that's like even saying jobber. I have a friend who is a WWE wrestler, who used to wrestle for WWE, Barry Horowitz.
Okay.
I met him. He's a really cool guy. He actually called me up when I met him here in town here, where I'm at, and we talked for like an hour and for a good 90 minutes. I wasn't even expecting him to call me, but it was an awesome phone call. And
hell yeah,
one of the things that even like prior to that, because I also have a buddy of mine who is also good friends with Barry. He gets really offended when somebody calls when somebody calls him a jobber.
it's rude.
Yeah, and
everybody
for
pays
him-
their dues. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You have to pay your dues to get anywhere, and people use that term jobber to basically make fun of people that are paying their dues.
Yeah, and he prefers the term talent enhancer, because that's what he was called as. He was a talent enhancer.
In the porn world, you'd be called a fluffer.
Yep.
You're the talent fluffer.
Well, yeah, and the thing about Barry Horowitz too is like he's literally there's more people who probably know who Barry Horowitz is than half the guys in the 80s or 90s that were around doing that job.
Oh yeah.
Like he was there every week. There's a reason he's there every week instead of like now they hire 3 or 4 people from the town they're in, whatever town they're going to,
Yeah.
and that's who if they need somebody to go out there and basically get the snot kicked out of them. Their brain.
One of the biggest WWE stars ever was also a talent enhancer while being a star, and that's fucking Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
The way he has always sold everything that's been done, even the oversold against Hogan, which I still love.
I was in the building for that, and I was laughing my ass off.
It was epic
in the stands watching it.
But I mean, that's what he did. That's exactly every match he was in, win or lose. his job and what he went out to do was to put on the best match ever, regardless of who's waste that belt
Yeah.
went around.
It's just his influence
Yeah,
on wrestlers
Yeah.
too. Like even you see Dolph Ziggler nowadays playing his role,
yeah,
where he's not getting credit at all for what he's doing, but he before he got released was going out there every week just
I
to
love Dolph.
have it.
I absolutely love that man. He's the modern day Shawn, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And now he's with TNA, so
We'll get him back.
oh yeah, absolutely. You know, because there's a rumor, and I talked about this a while back, that it's a rumor that there may be some sort of partnership going on between WWE and TNA, kind of like what
it's already happened. We just had it at the last pay-per-view.
but I'm talking about like more like working more together as a brand, as like between the two brands, not just
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
one wrestler coming in from another promotion, but I'm talking about maybe a show between
An interbrand show. Well, there's supposed to be a big interbrand show between multiple brands.
yeah
I know Billy Corgan, going back to him, he's been very open recently that Triple H, they've been in really solid contact with each other for like the last year.
yeah
And they've been doing stuff down there with him. And there's some rumors that Triple H is really trying to do the biggest thing ever in wrestling beyond just, the brand he works for, just giving back to the actual wrestling world, period.
yeah. And one of the thing, and what made that when the word brought out that they may be doing like a collaboration show, I brought back one of my old topics that I used to do in my cable access time, which was a what if. It was like wrestling dream matches, and the first one being the first time I did that was when I did WWE versus World Championship Wrestling.
Nice.
It was the most, and I'm not bragging when I say this, this was the most popular episode that could have gotten us a cable access award at that time when we
Nice.
did that. But that show was not, but the show gave us 6 nominations in the most nominations in one show.
That's
So
awesome, man.
it stood for something. But I still call bullshit because there was a lot of politics going on.
There's always politics, especially at public access stations,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Spend my time in public access.
Oh yeah. But I pretty much changed, paved the way for entertainment to come into cable access at that time, because it was over flooded with religion and politics, just shows colliding with each other, and there was very little room for entertainment. And if there was entertainment, we were sidelined.
Right.
I
yeah.
pretty much opened up a Pandora's box that the moment I stepped in as with Wrestling Prime, opened up a whole new door. And especially it opened the door wider for more shows like mine to come in when I put my head through the studio's wall.
Well, you got to think a lot of the funding for public access channels, even like NPR, radio and video, are politically and religiously, as far as donations and support go, like financial support. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that those things do cater to those topics a little more at times, but they do need to loosen up a little bit at times.
Yeah.
And have the fun.
And yeah.
So
and
to get us back on track, though, what's our next female wrestler?
It was Becky, and the things that we talked about earlier about her is basically everything that she's been doing.
Okay, yeah, so we have them all covered then. You know what that means?
Yes, I do.
Guys, we are unveiling to you guys something we hinted at and talked a little bit about, and something that you saw in the beginning of the show, and that new trailer we have, our new opening. We have created our own wrestling federation. Why don't you tell them a little bit about it, man?
Nice.
Right. So, with our wrestling show on the game WWE 2K24,
23.
23. Sorry, you're
Yep.
a little too excited for 24.
Yep. Me too.
In our show, we handpicked the most talented superstars from various realms of entertainment, and they will compete against each other to determine the ultimate champions. And each show we want to plan as more of a main event type, and so every match counts. So it'll be a lot of thrilling, high energy matches with some crazy moments and just some beautiful color commentary.
Yep. So all of us hosts right now are going to be doing the color commentary for these matches together as a group because seems like the most fun way to do this. We will say that every 2 episodes of Mats and Monsters, and we're actually doing a back-to-back Wednesdays because we had to skip a Wednesday, so you'll get to see the show this coming Wednesday as well. Every 2 episodes is one show of the wrestling match. So later on, I'll actually be going and editing just the wrestling portions together to make like actual shows for YouTube only, of course. So like you said, each show is basically its own like slightly less than 2 hour, like hour and a half to hour 45-minute pay-per-view type scenario. So we'll be doing the color commentary, and different commentators will come and go as we do different episodes of the show, which also makes it more fun. So having said that, give me a moment and I will get us started. I have to do all the share screens and stuff because that's how this works.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And Matt made all of this. Like he sat for hours designing the rings,
Nice.
a lot of work. Some of the wrestlers he created, Matt's actually a diamond level creator in this game. All right, here's our first matchup. We've got the Winchester brothers from Supernatural coming in as the current tag team titles.
And these guys, their chemistry is out off the roof, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat their chemistry.
Oh, yeah. From hunting demons, to wrestling. They did have that great wrestling episode on the show, though, so I feel like this was a long time coming.
They've always been great wrestling fans.
Oh, yeah. And did I hear this is a TLC match?
Yes, it is.
Interesting. Nice. There's Sam popping in the ring first, looks like. Oh, there's Dean.
No wrestling gear or anything. They're just there for business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're just there for business, man. Salt in the pockets and everything, We will let you guys know which ones Matt actually created, which we're not either of these. These are actually the best versions they had of the Winchesters that we can find.
Nice.
Of course, the actual current title holders are the Outsiders.
Oh, the Outsiders.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Yeah.
And these guys also have some great chemistry. So we got 2 guys that are real brothers and then brothers.
Yeah. Added to the Outsiders. You'll notice that along with a lot of pop culture icons, we do have a lot of regular wrestlers thrown in as well.
Oh, there you go.
That random fan, that's it. I have another one, buddy. Have your digital beers. You gotta love how Scott just kind of looks at the camera and has this big grin on his face.
Yeah.
It's that Deadpool breaking the fourth wall moment.
Hey, yo.
In this match, the Outsiders definitely have the size advantage for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Even Scott is bigger.
I think this match is going to be one-sided.
Yeah, I would think so, but we've seen the Winchesters escape a lot of tricky situations.
They've escaped death.
See, I don't know the Winchester's ranking.
Oh shit! Oh, Nash just wrecked Sam. Look at that. Oh, but here's Dean coming on strong to Scott Hall. He's not letting up.
Oh no! Oh, Kevin needed to regroup for a second there.
Yep. And Sam. See, this is how I'm expecting this to go. I'm expecting Dean to come in hot and strong, and Sam to just get his ass kicked.
Oh, he got the vice grip on him.
mean, Sam getting his ass kicked and whining for like 42 minutes is average for your Supernatural episode.
Very true, very true. And Scott just already just getting down to business of bringing that ladder in.
Oh yeah, Scott doesn't waste time, especially when ladders are involved. Oh shit!
Just thinking, double team.
It took them both. Oh, see, Sam's not doing much without help. I'm gonna say. Oh, Scott got his revenge on Dean. It looks like Dean does that smart rollout. Okay. Oh, and Sam misses his opportunity.
Oh,
I feel like Dean's like, see you later, Sam.
Scott Hall. I mean, Kevin Nash just dropped him.
He did.
Bad habit. I'd never want to be in the ring with Kevin Nash.
Oh
Never.
no.
Especially in his prime. I mean, now,
Even now,
Yeah.
fuck that. I just don't want to be in a ring. It'd kick my ass.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having him in the ring with him, being in the ring with him now, because all you have to do is just kick one good kick to the leg, and then that's it. His career's over.
But his reach is so extensive that you got to get to his knee first,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I met Nash a couple
Oh.
years or I think it was last year or two at Horror Hounds, and he's lost a lot of his mass.
That's true.
Yeah.
He has.
he just pushed.
Yeah,
it.
he has.
What a slam onto the ladder.
That was a nice slam. It was a good save on Sam's part.
Interesting fact on Kevin Nash: he played
Table duel.
he played Super Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Yep. And he was the Russian in the Punisher movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
For a second there, I thought we were going to see an actual duel with tables, but
Yeah.
it didn't work out that way, unfortunately. There's some possession going on in the ring, it looked like, there for a second. I think the stairs were possessed.
Climbing the ladder.
Oh, Nash is going for it. And he's got no one stopping him.
That's where the inexperience comes from.
Dean was just out there swinging a fucking chair at the ring, I think. Okay, he saved it.
Oh, he is pretty strong to be able to push Kevin Nash. Oh, what a.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
The smallest guy in the match just did that. Oh, that elbow. Oh, shit.
Somebody's been taking their vitamins.
Oh, yeah. And saying his prayers. Oh, almost hit his brother on accident with which, Sam would have probably deserved for something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a hard hit. Scott just throwing tables in there when no one asked for one. Oh, that slap.
Oh, what a reversal.
We were talking about slaps earlier and who has strong slaps, man. I think Scott's up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can feel the slaps. Hearing them, you just know what it would feel like.
Setting up the table. What is he doing there?
Is he going to put himself through it? Because right now, that's what it looks like.
Nice stop.
Sam is all over the place. Oh,
But-
yep,
oh.
there he goes.
Oh.
Oh, here's the double team. Oh, never mind.
Kick right to the stomach.
Nash was going to go do the double team, but he had better things to do. I also remember when Nash was in...
Scott Hall should have had that ladder coming up.
Oh, he should have, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that had to hurt. Longest Yard. That was another great one that Nash was in.
Oh,
The
that
remake.
shit was funny as hell.
Oh,
Him
we got a
taking
question here.
estrogen.
Can they pull audience members out to use as weapons? No, but that would be fantastic if they could.
Oh,
If, like
yeah.
in D&D, when you just take a villager and just swing it around and hit people with it.
I mean, for a couple of games, they used to be able to reach into the audience and grab a weapon.
Yeah, yep.
I'm pretty
I
sure
miss
they're
those
adding that
days.
back next year.
What'd you say, Matt?
I think for the next game, they're going to be adding that back.
Nice. There's a lot of big improvements I'm looking forward to in this new one, man. Being able to do coffin, buried alive matches and stuff, too. Bringing that back is
Nice.
epic. Oh. Well, we got Dean. Oh, Dean. Holy shit. Oh, look at that move.
Styles Clash.
Oh, he went off the table. There
There
went Nash's knee. This might be over.
Oh, there you go. That's it. Nash is, yep, time for another surgery for Kevin Nash.
Yeah, he's down. He's down, ladies and gentlemen. And the great thing about this is you can actually see their health bar, and it did not hurt his leg at all, apparently, in the game. But in real life, that would have been done.
Oh, yep. Uh-oh. Oh,
You
beautiful suplex.
And Scott's not looking good. He's got a pretty major concussion, it looks like, man. He's blooded. Oh, another chair.
Oh.
Oh, flying shoulder tackle, man. Sam, don't just stand there, buddy. He just stands there and lets his brother get slammed, and then he helps. A little late.
That's such a Sam thing to do.
Uh-oh.
It is.
Oh,
Right
on the edge of the ladder.
Dean's body is toast. Like his torso, like he's hurting, man. He is toast, but he's still the most energetic one in the match somehow. He's the scrappiest. Sam, come on, buddy. You could have put the ladder up.
Throwing him with that chair.
He is. He's the chairmaster. Oh,
Kevin won some too, I guess.
and Dean is still out there beating fucking Nash with that chair like to death. Okay, he was. Finally, Sam puts the ladder up and does something useful. Oh, and then he walks away. Okay.
Oh, he said, "Oh, finally, I'm gonna go help my brother."
Yeah.
The chemistry.
Oh.
Dean just ran right into that elbow face first. Ran halfway around the arena just to get elbowed in the face.
Hey, yo.
Dean.
Oh. Did not see Kevin
Keep an eye out.
Nash coming.
Possession has occurred. Sam's arm is clearly possessed.
Yeah, he's definitely possessed right now.
Dude,
Uh-oh.
they're using magic. This is cheating. He just used the possession to win the match.
Oh, my God.
And the Winchesters win by possession.
I think that arm was possessed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His whole arm, he just pulled an Evil Dead, man. Like, is he going to chop it off later?
Probably got it so quick, man.
Yeah, it just, all of a sudden his arm was possessed and the arm drug him up the ladder and just took the briefcase down.
That was a good match, though. That was a good match.
We got some new champions.
I can't wait to see that rematch later, though, man. We'll have to put in an anti-possession clause.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, that's Darth Maul and Dr. Decker from Nightbreed. And that Dr. Decker actually is the #1 rated Dr. Decker, created by Matt himself on WWE 2K23.
Huh.
In fact, one of my favorite horror characters actually is Dr. Decker, which is why I made Matt pick it for me.
That's one of my characters that I ended up creating too, man.
You put hours into that one, man. He was a hard one to make. He doesn't seem like he would be, but he was definitely a hard one to make. Interesting tag. So this match is to decide who the next big contenders are going to be for the titles, for the tag titles. Oh shit!
Nice.
2 more Click members. We got DX coming out. This is a star-studded match already, man. We got Darth Maul and Dr. Decker on one team. We got half a DX rolling out.
There you go.
I'm excited to see who's next.
And don't think that Triple H and Shawn Michaels can't channel their sinister side either.
Oh yeah. We've seen the shit they can both do, with or without a poodle.
Oh man.
Very nice.
I haven't played any 2K games since 2K. Oh, God, I forgot. So long ago.
This one was the best one that I've seen in a long time, but the new one looks even better.
But I was wondering, does anybody know if they're going to be, if you're allowed to mess with the ranking system?
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you've been able to for a little bit now. Oh
okay,
shit!
Because I'm gonna make
Starbusters.
Nice. Because I'm gonna make Logan Paul's ranking the way it should be.
Yeah, you can do that. You've been able to do that for a while. But that is Obi-Wan Kenobi and Peter Venkman, the Starbusters tag team, coming in out of nowhere.
Who you gonna call, man?
Yeah, Starbusters. And we got a big rivalry going right now between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul too. So I mean, this is going to be an exciting match.
Yeah, I was gonna say Darth Maul might be out for some revenge.
Yeah,
At last.
Getting cut in half might have pissed him off a little bit.
we're gonna have to do a singles like big match and call it Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah.
Please tell me that Darth Maul cut a promo on Obi-Wan saying, if I was half the man and he was, I'd do.
Oh, the new ministry. We've got Druid Ministry Undertaker coming out, and is that Bray Wyatt as the Fiend?
Yes.
It sure is.
Rest in peace.
The new ministry. That's an exciting new stable.
Oh yeah.
It is rumored that he may be into the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Well deserved. Yeah, well proven.
And this is a fan-made Fiend because he was not included in the game. But the new game, however, coming out, he is.
Yes. Yes, it
Heavily
was actually
featured.
confirmed the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the legends that they got on the that they announced earlier today?
Oh, dude, we're excited as hell about all of it.
Yeah.
That Money in the Bank match. Any more? Oh, we're good. Okay, we're in. We're in. It's a
Nice.
four-team match. Already,
Oh,
Shawn
Shawn
Michaels
Michaels.
pops out of the ring like the dead fish in the end of the Faith No More music video. Undertaker is just wrecking Dr. Decker in the corner over there. Is that... I'm trying to see. Is that Obi-Wan that's beating the shit out of Shawn Michaels right now?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Undertaker's just taking the freaking
He's just taking them both. Like,
Darth Maul.
it's literally Undertaker versus that tag team, and he's mostly just tearing them up.
What do you guys
Obi-Wan.
think of the Undertaker's tech talk last year?
Oh, that was epic. Obi-Wan goes over to help Peter Venkman, who's been mostly useless thus far. Oh, God, and Dr. Decker just eats it.
Oh,
Oh, is he going through? Oh, he just went through the ropes.
oh,
That was a dive. Maul's trying to take it to Triple H right now. Nope, use the Force, buddy.
there you go.
Oh, shit. Oh, Venkman comes back. Sean
Nice
just
kick
got
to the
busted.
midsection.
Oh, Maul. Maul's getting beat by DX. Poor Obi-Wan just walks into it.
So,
Oh. Who got bloody just now? Was it Bray?
I think so.
I gotta say, like, Dr. Decker is just getting his ass kicked by everyone in this match. I thought Peter Venkman was gonna be the whipping boy here, but it's Decker.
Yeah,
I do
can't
like
really,
the... Good.
Can't really see who's bloodied up.
I think it was Bray. Man, Decker and Maul have been sticking to the ring the majority of the time on this one.
Oh, right in the middle of the ring too.
Right on that beautiful logo.
Yeah, Undertaker was like... No, that was Bray. Bray was beating the shit out of
Venkman-
Venkman with the cane there.
Oh, I
What
thought
a-
it was Taker. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Bray. He was standing next to Taker. I thought it was Taker at first, too. And he was like, who you gonna call,
Yeah.
bitch? And he just hit him until the cane broke. Decker with that ladder, putting it up. He's a squirrely little bitch. Look at him. Oh. Oh.
Wow.
They start some of the ladder. Ray's going for a
And
weapon.
the and the ladder gets taken out.
Yep, that's okay. He's going back for
With a
it.
kick,
Like,
a kick to the ladder's midsection.
look, I don't think I'd want to fuck with Obi-Wan in this situation. He spent a lot of time on Tatooine. You know, he'll throw sand right in your eyes.
Oh, beautiful move by Decker.
Decker's like coming back. Like he was the whipping boy, but he's been coming back in the ring. He's been kind of dominating it.
Yeah.
I think the Undertaker is not a good idea.
Oh,
Oh no.
atomic drop. Another atomic drop.
Oh man, I thought that Decker was going to go for it there for a second. Oh,
Clothesline.
H is just getting his ass handed to him by a Ghostbuster.
One of the best rivalries of all time, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker going at it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Decker, get out of that, buddy. Like let them. You're better off just standing in a corner and letting them hash it out.
All right.
Well, he'll go into the corner, all right.
A little help with Taker.
Oh, and Decker's going to be out for a little bit.
All right.
Oh, with the left. Oh my God! Look.
Oh,
And Undertaker just misses, rammed his face into a ladder, and then tumbled out onto the mat.
oh.
That was an epic miss by the Undertaker.
I don't even know if Taker's still down or what. I don't know. I can't really tell.
Yeah, and there goes Obi-Wan forcing a ladder into the ring.
Obi-Wan's
Obi-Wan
all
is by himself.
so
He's there by himself. Is he going for it? Obi-Wan's going for it. Use the Force, buddy. You got this. Come on, Obi-Wan. Oh, the poison mist.
on here all.
Venkman, I think that was some ectoplasm he just shot out of his mouth at some people.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! What is Obi-Wan gonna do?
I'm going to call that move the Ecto Cooler, by the way.
There you go.
Obi-Wan's just
Venkman's going up. Man, between...
right
I'm starting to think that they're going to win. Oh, my God. Obi-Wan and Peter Venkman pulled it out.
Oh my God.
Starbusters are going to be challenging the Winchesters in the near future, it looks like.
Battle of the Good Guys.
I'm impressed. That Ecto Cooler move he did there towards the end really helped him out. So it's going to be the Force versus the Possession, apparently. That's a fun match.
He slimed him.
Oh, the female tags. The Slayers, nice. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
And Valhalla.
Yeah,
And the antlers.
yeah, Valhalla. So you got past Slayer and future Slayer right here. The guy- yeah, was that LA Knight?
Yeah, he's doing his best LA Knight.
I mean, it was a terrible impression, but at least he said the word. It's nice to see Buffy back on the big screen again, you know.
Yeah.
Just saying. Who's she going to slay today?
Please tell me there's a dragon.
Yeah, they're hyping themselves up, man. They're ready to go. She looks a little confused, though. Oh, shit. The Urban Legends tag team. That's Bloody Mary and the Lady in White. And Matt made a Lady in White. And they are current tag team champs. Kind of fitting for the Slayers to be going after the Urban Legends. That's a beautiful team up. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's a good name for a wrestler, Bloody Mary.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran across that as a created one, and he made that one. We're like, let's. We've been sticking them together as a tag team like forever, like in GMO.
And who's the one in white? What's her name?
Lady in White. She's an urban
okay.
legend.
Okay.
I think it's La Lorena or whatever.
Yeah, La Lorena. La Llorona, sorry. My brain is dead. Here we go. Starting off. Oh, that was quick. Oh, Bloody Mary just got her collarbone busted.
Just ate it though. Jeez.
And Buffy spends too much time celebrating and gets her ass thrown right out of the ring.
Oh, what a reversal.
Well, that's Buffy for you. She likes to showboat.
Yeah, she does. She's a showboater.
I don't even know if her husband's still a writer for WWE.
I don't believe so.
Nah, he left a couple years ago.
okay.
Does a lot of podcasts, or not podcasts, but he's a guest on a lot of shows anymore, talking about him.
Oh, I see.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh shit! Double kick to the face.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, an elbow right to Valhalla.
yeah. She's down.
What a reversal. Ooh, into the clothesline.
Oh yeah. Never give Buffy
Nice.
a bat. Like
Nice
Buffy is
move.
well versed with a bat. Like Slayers know their bats. You know what I'm saying? Like there goes Valhalla just beating the shit out of Bloody Mary with a bat.
Buffy got tripped.
Oh. Is this another TLC?
Extreme Rules.
What is it?
I think so.
Extreme Rules.
Oh, Extreme Rules. Okay, cool.
Oh,
So we got to go for the pin on this one.
oh.
Dude, Valhalla is just killing it with that bat. She's been beating Bloody Mary to death.
Valhalla's making Mary more bloodier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of saying her name
Externally
3 times in front of a
and
mirror,
internally.
instead of saying her name 3 times in front of a mirror, she just hit her in the face with the bat 3 times. I guess that works. That's
Yeah.
the de-summoning. Oh, that blew her back. Right. Ooh.
Oh.
Right on the very edge of that ladder, too.
Oh, got to count another run.
And just like the ladder in the that last Edge match, it was also bought at Home Depot.
That's some sort of submission move on her.
I'm not exactly sure what it was. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Buffy
Buffy's
was in
winding
the
up with a
way.
bat. She winds up with a bat just to throw it out. Okay, Buffy.
I know, right?
Can you kill... Oh, that's a good question here from Jenny. I mean, yeah. I assume so. Oh, another question here. We do not currently have Pinhead at the moment. A rumor is he may be making his way into the Federation in the near future, though.
Nice.
As soon as, someone builds one that doesn't look terrible. He's a hard one to build.
Put Pinhead in a triple threat match against Undertaker and Bray Wyatt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's definitely
That's
some other big horror stars that you'll see later.
Nice.
Oh, ref, come on, buddy. Like the ref just totally ruined that move. We need a new ref. Like,
Well, anything goes, you know.
True. I mean, she's a great ref, but like, man, that was like, it was terrible placement there.
Oh,
what are we
look.
doing? Oh, Lady White's got Buffy up and down. Oh no! Oh, that's some power. You wouldn't expect that coming from her.
Oh.
She is wrecking the Slayers currently. Oh.
Goes on.
Oh, and then Buffy comes in. A big headbutt.
Oh, table's coming in.
Oh.
Push her.
Let's see the table come into play here.
No, it's good to see Buffy go out on her own. When the Fed started, she was actually the manager for the Winchesters.
Oh, submission move.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a hard
Irish
hit.
whip to the corner. Oh.
Oh no. We got a submission in the making here.
Oh.
How's this gonna play out? Come on, Lady
Bear
in
hug.
White. Oh.
Mudhole stopping by Bloody Mary.
Yeah. She's finally getting her revenge after getting hit 50,000 times
Here
in
we
the face.
go. We got a
with that
pin
bat.
one.
Oh. Short-lived.
Count of one.
Lady in White just kind of creeps over that bottom rope. It's freaky the way she crawls in like that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that did not work out for her at all. Oh.
And
Oh. Valhalla did not stop the Lady in White in time.
Oh, good reversal. Ooh,
Oh, nice. Very nice reversal.
mm.
We got a chair and a ladder just kind of on the edges here. We haven't really seen a lot of chair and a table and a ladder. We haven't seen a lot of table action. We've seen a little bit of ladder action. Mostly that
Oh.
bat though that's just stayed in the ring the whole time. Oh no, here we go. Now we got a chair. Oh, not for long. And Valhalla just runs around in a circle for a little bit because where she's from, that's what you do.
Oh,
I'm going for the kendo stick. And Valhalla's just like moseying into the ring going, dude, listen, I beat you with a bat. You're going to hit me with a stick that's going to break in 2 seconds.
Ring around.
That's that's smack in the face. Here we go. Here's the bat. Oh, okay.
oh,
Yep. Here's the revenge. I mean, Valhalla had that coming. Oh, wait, miss and run your elbow into a ladder there, Buffy.
oof.
Big whiffer. She just wants to hit someone with that kendo stick. She doesn't even care who it is.
Oh, what a kick.
Oh, here we go. That was
Snap suplex. That was good. That was real good.
With the bat still. Oh, and Buffy eats it.
You keep showboating in it.
Oh,
That's
suicide dive goes Valhalla.
I didn't see that coming at all, man.
Oh, brain buster soup
right
on the table, the bottom part of the table, the most dangerous part of the table.
That was worse.
Oh, another one.
Oh, eats that rail. There's been a lot of great back and forth, man, on this match.
Yeah, there has.
I think more back and forth than any match we've seen so far tonight.
Valhalla brings the lady in red, or the lady in white, rather.
Yeah. That's a whole different kind of show, buddy.
Yeah. It's also already a hit song, too.
Yep.
Lady in red. She's dancing with me. Oh,
wait.
One,
Valhalla's got the cover.
2.
Oh,
Bloody Mary. With the save, just seconds, just inches away from winning that match.
I know.
Oh, she reversed it.
Oh. That was a mud hole stomping. And then here comes the lady in white just clearing off the announce table.
Bloody Mary should have went with a pin right there instead of just going out and grabbing a table.
She should have. Not known for her decision making.
Oh. Reeled her onto the table there.
We're going up top.
She's going to put her through it even though it's not even up yet. Here we go. Oh, double X handle smash. Here's the cover.
Here we go. 1,
Bloody Mary finally pulled it out.
2, 3.
And Urban Legends retain the belt against the Slayers.
Nice.
That was a tough ending in there. I think MVP was still the I got to go with Valhalla on this one for that.
Yeah.
She was the most exciting person, I think, to watch frequently throughout this match.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, suicide dive.
That was a moment, man.
That was awesome. That was
some clips, too. Some highlight clips.
Oh, we got a Hell in the Cell match coming up. Let's see who's going to be in it.
This is going to be the female tag team contender match. I'm excited to see who we got joining. It's a lot of steel.
You gotta get that cinematic view of the cage.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got some superheroes. A black bat. We got Black Cat and Batgirl, looks like. A Marvel DC team up.
The bat and the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
We could have gone Catwoman, but you got to mix the brands.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like we were talking about earlier with WWE and TNA.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's tough to have that crossover.
Yeah, it's more exciting for the fans. You got to pump them up, give them what they want.
Exactly.
All right, so Black Cat or Black Bat, I think is what they call themselves. How much can you stretch in that armor? Yeah, Felicia does look badass in this.
Yeah.
Ooh, who do we got here?
Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair.
Nice.
I think Bianca turned heel.
Yeah. Which was an interesting decision for sure.
Haven't seen it yet, man.
I like when she uses her hair as a weapon.
Oh yeah.
She beats the shit out of people with that braid, man.
Way she did that to Sasha Banks at WrestleMania one year. Oh my God.
She needs to just stash razor blades in it.
Yeah.
Heel Bianca's going to be interesting, though. In all honesty, they had to do something to refresh that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. She's amazing too.
Oh yes, I love her.
I think she'll pull it off. Whatever they do with her, I think she can pull it off.
I just can't wait till. I can't wait for Jade Cargill to get a run.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
So once she gets in there, that's it. There you go.
I'm still holding out hope to have her ready by WrestleMania, and they could do like Bianca versus Jade.
That'd be cool. Oh,
Yeah.
the Birds of Prey. Ivy and Harley back together again.
Nice.
They've got some chemistry for sure.
Oh yeah, lots and lots of quite the storied history, we'll say. That whistle. You ain't wrong, buddy. It's a yeah guy. Ivy coming away is the better character model, I think, in this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ivy is like a green Becky.
Yeah.
I think the way they did her character model on this. If Becky and the Jolly Green Giant loved each other very much. She's going to beat somebody with a can of green beans. Watch. A lot of action already quick in this match. Oh, Ivy is just wrecking Belair, man. Oh, that ref is in the way again.
I love it when the ref gets in the way and just be like, there you go.
Ivy's fucking up Liv now.
Oh my
There we go.
Oh,
That was brutal. That was just brutal. And in the words of Jerry the King Lawler, puppies everywhere.
more like the pound puppies right now because they're in a cage, you know?
Yes. This is true. Dude, Ivy is relentless. She is going after anyone near her, but she's really been punishing the shit out of Bianca.
She really well, before the match, she drank some Miracle Grow.
Yep. She sure did, man. Just punishing Bianca, man. That could be a rivalry in the making right here.
Yeah.
Oh. So Bianca's coming back a little bit.
Nice crotch shot by the ref.
Yeah. I want his job at this point. Bumps or no bumps. And Harley does what she does best, just beating people half to death with things. I gotta say that team of Bianca and Liv have taken a lot of damage. In fact, the only people that are damaged, well, no, Harley's damaged now.
Oh, right through the.
There comes Cat just fucking wrecking, man.
Take a look at this crowd jam-packed to the rafters.
And it's I totally believe that it's Ivy going up too.
Uh-oh. Ivy and Black Cat going up.
Oh, Ivy, come on. Rookie mistake, pal.
Oh.
Bianca was going to go up, but she's like, nope, Ivy's up there. I'm down. I learned my lesson. Felicia Harding, the Black Cat, making a good showing tonight. But Ivy is just,
Black Cat's near the edge there.
She is.
That's a long way down. No cushion.
On the bright side, she'll land on her feet.
True.
Oh.
Another cell wall. Just
and if Ivy falls down, she'll just flutter down like a feather.
Oh. Liv Morgan's getting her ass kicked a little bit more. Oh, Liv and Bianca are teaming up on Bad Girl down there. And Harley just seems like she's drunk in the middle of the ring. That seems like a good Harley move.
Oh, right in the middle of the cage right there.
Oh.
Pretty soon that roof is going to give way.
Oh. Oh my gosh, another cage wall.
Yeah, what the hell, man? There was already a hole in the cage. We need to make another one? That poor Liv is just laid out down there. Oh, watch this move. Here we go. Come on, Ivy. Oh.
Jesus.
That's the hardest part right there in the corner.
And Ivy's done with the cage. Okay. She just kind of jumped off there at the end and no, she's like, you know what?
Ivy's going back up.
She thought Cat was done, but Cat is still up and ready to go.
Wonder how many lives she's used up right now.
Oh, Liv is going up.
Oh my!
And Harley's following her. Birds of Prey are both about to be up on the top together. Uh-oh.
They're fighting on the cage.
They are. Oh.
Oh.
And Harley just ate the cage.
And again.
Oh, Harley is down.
Harley is down.
Liv is going up to get some revenge on Ivy, probably.
And Harley's just right back up.
Yep. That's the thing about Harley, man. She's scrappy.
Oh, yeah.
And now she can't make up her mind. She's going back down again. Harley is drunk. Liv was up there for 2 seconds and had enough. She cannot hang on the top of this cage. You know, I thought Batgirl was going to give a great showing. She has, but like Black Cat and Ivy are the clear heavyweights here.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's so much happening all at once. Oh, Liv's going for a weapon. And Ivy is just punishing Cat.
At this point, who's going to throw who off?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to see her break through. Oh, Felicia, do not back up like that.
Shit.
She turned that around. I thought she was going to back herself off the cage there for a second. And Harley is just laying in the ring.
She was just taking a drunk nap.
Oh, Ivy down again.
The acrobatics by Black Cat is insane.
Oh, and it's exactly what you'd expect from her, too.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, sunset.
Oh.
That was tough for Ivy. Like, Ivy was just killing it for so long, and now she's getting killed. Oh.
Gosh.
Right in the middle of that bar there.
Of course, the ringside team-ups are not going as well as expected. We got Bianca just running circles in the ring for no reason. You got to wonder how distracted they are from the match clearly happening above their heads.
Yeah.
No one wants any part of that.
Pretty soon that roof is going to give way and someone's going to go through it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ivy is turning things around a little bit there. Oh, here we go. What's happening? Oh,
DDT.
it's Harley back in the ring. It's like Harley and Liv. And Liv Morgan is owning Harley. Harley's been owned for quite a bit of this match.
Whoa, we got a pin.
Oh. And you have to wonder, like, the continued match up here at the top, what's going through their heads? Like, they are removed completely from the action up there.
Oh.
They're just taking it one-on-one. They don't care about any other of their other teammates right now.
They've got to really rely on their tag team partners to see things through down in the ring, but it seems like their rivalry is just their concentration right now.
Swanton bomb.
From Harley, out of nowhere.
What is Bianca doing?
Holy shit, Harley, who was the most beaten character the entire match, somehow pulled it out for her team. That was surprising.
I was more focused on what was going on the top of the cage.
That's why I was trying to call the bottom, because I knew we were focused on the top there. But Harley just that was impressive. I gotta say, they deserve their shot at the Urban Legends.
True grit.
That was a surprise ending right there. Wow. And guys, that is the end of the first episode of season 2 for us for Matt and Monsters. We can talk a little bit about what we just witnessed overall. I think this is going to be an exciting new federation we got going on. I can't wait to see what the other half looks like.
Yeah.
I think it was just amazing having all of us here just commenting on everything that was going on. It was beautiful color commentary at its time.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew this would be fun, but like it really, this is epic, man. This is a lot of fun. Who's up next week? Like, what matches are we going to watch next week? Do you know?
I know that Jason and Michael Myers will definitely be making an appearance.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure I saw a Spawn and Beetlejuice on that list somewhere.
Nice.
We got some true heavy hitters next week.
Yeah. And Green Ranger from Power Rangers, I'm pretty sure I also saw.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. We got lots of pop culture stars and more wrestlers coming at you guys next week for sure. And again, we are doing we will be in every other Wednesday show, but for right now, we're doing 2 in a row because we screwed up our own schedule. So you will see us again next Wednesday. There's never any telling who will join us, but I don't know. What do you think, Steven? Did you enjoy this one?
Oh yeah, it was fun to watch those matches. Like they said, the last one, I'm like Tom, where I'm focusing on everything going on top of the cage, and I completely missed what happened with the pin.
Yeah.
Like I know one of these chicks is going off this cage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even happen because we're so focused on it. But man, Harley just gets her ass kicked the entire match. Like the HUD, like she was almost completely red everywhere, just about. And
yeah, she took off on like she was on the side of the cage and she fell off of it. So
yep, and her and Liv just kept going back at each other, back and forth, and Liv screwed up a move and Harley took her down. Harley jumped on the turnbuckle, came down on her, and just got that pin. Meanwhile, Bianca is just completely beside herself, has no idea what she just witnessed, and stands there and watches Liv get pinned. Does not interfere with her to save her.
I think that was her true heel moment right there.
That was her heel turn. You saw it here first.
yeah.
That was insane. All right, guys, we're gonna do our usual wrap up. One moment, please. I gotta do the thing where I focus on people now. Tom Dog,
Yes.
Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on the YouTube channel, Tom Arcade 69. That's the Brill Pro channel. We got some cool shows lined up for tomorrow and on Saturday. Tomorrow night, Channel X, we got a huge video game themed episode that some stuff that came out. I'm gonna review some episodes of Halo season 2 of Halo. That's been releasing so far. There's another episode coming up a little bit later on Thursday, I think maybe at 12 a.m. or so. I don't know. But I'm going to be reviewing all 4 episodes so far. Got some stuff that came in through a Nintendo Direct that I'm going to be talking about. Also, I'm going to be talking about my reaction to the Borderlands movie trailer that just released earlier today. And a huge announcement. Going to be giving out a promo code on tomorrow's show. So tune in for more details for tomorrow's show. Then on Saturday, which will carry on over into Saturday. On Wrestling Prime, we got the review of Elimination Chamber. Going to give out the reviews on that. Didn't do a show last week. There was hardly any wrestling to talk about, so wasn't even worth being on. So it'll be like a sleeper show. But I am going to be talking about the results of Elimination Chamber, as well as some AEW news to talk about as well too, and then some upcoming stuff for WrestleMania, getting ready for WrestleMania and everything, and so it's going to be looking forward to that. So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share, and be on the lookout for that promo code starting tomorrow. So we're going to have more details tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that.
Awesome, man. All right, we're going to head on over to Steven as soon as it'll let me because I'm ridiculous. Here we go.
Well, I mean, I don't do too much. This is like literally the first time I've ever been on a podcast. So
See, first time for everything, man. Now,
Yes.
the world is your oyster.
that it is. I mean, you can friend me on Facebook, Stephen Henderson, STEPHAN though, because Facebook was an asshole and kicked me off about a year or so ago because
Wah,
for,
wah,
s-
wah.
for something I shared 9 years ago.
You got James Gunn, my friend.
Yes, it's just great. And it's like it was a meme, and on top of that was a meme that I got from Facebook.
Was it women eating pizza?
No, unfortunately not. It was something. It was something stupid like making a joke about like a tent floating down the river or something, and they're like, This means you're talking about suicide." Like, no one the freaking thing said suicide.
Right.
And yeah, just one of those. It's that broken algorithm that Facebook has.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
You
I've always thought about doing a couple of things like with YouTube and that. Kind of doing like a local tour around Dayton and that with a focus on the paranormal. But
You have to
just
give me and
keeping it
Pyle. Me and Pyle are about to start doing some of that.
nice.
Hell yeah, man.
And of course, you can always see me at the Hell's Dungeon on the Hell's Dungeon TikTok. I'm big fat guy in a pink tutu and a pink leotard and a red tutu on there, which was my idea.
And you guys have heard me talk about the elevator a lot, like on different shows. And this is the man that runs our elevator, and you will definitely be able to see him again this coming season. And in other, I'm sure, ads and other shows that we'll do, I'll kidnap him for.
Yep, I definitely know. I'm always down for it. I mean, you could always, and then if you guys are going to Horror Hound, I'll be at Horror Hound this year. I know Friday I'm going to be me. Saturday I'm going to be Coney the Clown, my ice cream clown character, and then Sunday I'm trying a new character out. We'll see how that works out.
Make sure you get tons of pictures, man.
I'm going to do my best.
Hell yeah. All right. So, Matt, we're going to go over to you.
All right, so you can find me at Propz the Clown on Facebook or Matt Propz with a Z on all socials, and also on the Allied Network doing Mats and Monsters with the Monster, of course, and the D&D podcast that we're doing as well, which should be coming up soon.
In a couple weeks still. We're waiting to see how next week turns out, whether we're going to go on vacation or not. because this Thursday we've got another unprinted pages with Jenny, our lovely Friday Blue, who, by the
Cool.
way, has a message. She says, "We love Steven on the walkthroughs on YouTube as well for Hell's Dungeon."
Thank you.
Oh, that's all. And if you want to add me on my personal Facebook, it's Matt with ES instead of a Z. But if I don't know you, I probably will not add you. So you're better off with Propz.
Awkward. I don't
Yeah.
feel the buttons as much. That's Ron's favorite button. Oh, hold on. I got to put myself up here now. I'm not used to having to. There we go. All right. And I am Raz T Slasher. You can find me at raztslasher.com. You can find me whether action figures are sold, now with Kung Fu Action Grip.
Nice.
And as usual, our sign out.
I'm Matt.
And I'm the monster. Good fight. Good night.
Yeah.